Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Grit and Valor 1949. This is a game that's coming to Steam on March 26th, 2025. This is a preview build, so what you're looking at is still subject to change, although it's 5 days away, so I can't imagine the game's going to be that much different. So there is a demo as of the date and time of this recording, so I guess try that first before you buy it. And this game gives me Into the Breach vibes. Into the Breach being a game by the same developers as FTL. That game was about mechs, but it was turn-based. In this game, it's similar. You've got these small arena maps, you've got mechs, you've got pilots with different abilities, but it's real-time as opposed to turn-based, but there is a pause button. So what you're going to do is you've got this base, and you're going to go on a mission after you're done monkeying around with other things, and you're going to choose what pilots and mechs to bring with you. Each pilot has different abilities. And like I said, there is a tactical pause, so you can pause the game and, plan out your moves, that kind of thing. It's just, again, a very small arena map that you're given at the start. And from time to time, you're going to get these supply drops. If you bring a friendly unit over to them, you'll be able to choose between different bonuses. Now, the way a map battle typically works is that it's played out over a series of waves. The enemy's going to send, say, 4 waves at you, and they're going to come from different sides of the map. So sometimes they'll come from the left for wave 1, and then sometimes they'll come from the right on wave 2, or from the top, or whatever. And you kind of have to reposition your mechs appropriately. And typically there's 2 objectives with these maps. A, survive. That's the primary one. But there's also typically some kind of secondary thing that you have to worry about, like defend the tents from being destroyed, or capture these things, or destroy the V2 rockets, or whatever. You're given a secondary objective, and by completing these objectives, you're going to earn more rewards, which is good. And at the end of the battle, typically you're given some kind of like reward that you can choose between. Sometimes it's a flat bonus to your overall company. Sometimes it's a specific unit. And then from there, like in, say, Slay the Spire, you can choose your path leading all the way down to the boss. And the different colors that are represented on this map are indicative of the difficulty for that encounter. So I think like orange ones or red ones are like more elite battles that are harder. But anyway, like in Slay the Spire and other roguelites, because there is permanent progression in this, you will be able to not only do battle, but you'll also be able to like earn temporary currency that you can then spend as you go down this tree. And again, these boons will typically be like, improve this unit's armor, or give more charges to this unit's special ability. Because although each unit, or each pilot, I should say, has a unique ability, it has charges. And they're limited. So you can't just keep using your abilities over and over. You really have to like pay attention. And there's even a rock, paper, scissors mechanic to this too. There's 3 different types of units. In the upper right, there's like a rock, paper, scissors chart that'll tell you the ballistics are good against fire, and the fire is good against like the artillery, or whatever those symbols meant. But there is a rock, paper, scissors, and each of your mechs have a different, I guess, symbol. So you want to make sure you're using the right mech for the right job. There's also like a height advantage in this. So if you are attacking a unit and you're higher than them, you get a bonus to that as well. So there are multiple ways to get bonuses. There is a very light cover system in this game as well. But typically, it's nothing grandiose like in Company of Heroes or XCOM. So once you're done with your run, whether you succeed or fail, you will be able to cash in on achievements. And achievements are the primary way that you research anything in this game. You complete an achievement, you earn these research points for completing these achievements, and then you spend those to unlock new things, like a mech crew quarters, for example, or a tactical radar something or other expansion, and that allows you to get more mechs fielded typically you only start with like 2, plus your headquarter truck, which does nothing aside from have a special ability. That's like your king in chess. Once that's gone, you're dead. But you'll also be able to use your currency, like scrap that you're earning, to buy various parts for your mechs to make them better. Like this body part might give you more armor. This weapon slot perk or thing might give you more accuracy. It engine might give you more speed, that kind of thing. So you will be spending scrap when you come back to your base to put into these different slots on your mechs to make them better. So like I said, there is a progression side to this too. Don't be discouraged if you play this and then you fail, because that's just the way this game is. You're gonna fail repeatedly. That's what roguelites typically do. And on top of that, on top of improving your mechs, you've also got your pilots, and you'll be improving them as well. You're going to be earning Valor points for your pilots. And you can improve a pilot's damage, number of charges that you have for your special ability, the cooldown, the range, critical chance. So all of these things will improve over time. And there are quite a number of like different pilots and mechs that you can get as you play. I gotta say, like, the only complaint I had with this game is that while there is a tactical pause, there's nothing between play and pause. There's no slow motion. Because I felt like sometimes play was too fast for me, but pause was like, well, I need it to go so I can see what's happening. So I would have liked a slow motion button. Because there's like a fast forward, there's a pause, fine, but a slow motion would have been great too. And even though in the options menu, there is a recruit mode toggle. It's weird. There's a semi-hidden difficulty setting in the gameplay options menu. It's not something you choose when you play the game. It's something hidden in the options menu. And that recruit mode, I think it's like your mechs don't take as much damage. It's just weird that it's hidden like that in the options menu. It's very odd to me. But even then, with that toggled on, I still found the game challenging. But I as I did indicate, this is a roguelite, and typically you suck in the beginning anyway when you play these games. Until you come back, you upgrade, you come back, you upgrade. It's just a repetitive process. But I liked the game enough to keep playing it after I was done doing my recording bits. And I'm still going to play it from time to time because, like I said, that Into the Breach game by the creators of FTL did a fantastic job. I really enjoyed the tactical side of that game, even if it was turn-based. But I kind of like the satisfying real-time strategy feel in this one. And I like that, there's different objectives you're trying to complete, but there is a timer. Once the waves run out, like, that's it. And if you haven't completed your secondary objective by then, you missed out on it. So there is like a time crunch. And you have to kind of figure out, how do I get these secondary objectives done while using my mechs to defend from this next enemy wave? And like I said, those charges are limited, so it's not like you can just use them willy-nilly whenever you want to. So it's a challenging game, and I barely have any complaints with it. Let's just put it that way. So I do recommend checking it out. If the demo is still available, definitely download the demo first before you buy it. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.